Hi everybody. Hi, I want to talk today a little bit about something that you can stop doing, and that is multitasking. It's really bad for your brain, it's really bad for how you think, and your productivity goes out the window and you really slow down. So, most people, well not most, but some people wear this ability or supposed ability to multitask like a badge of honour, a bit smug that they can multitask, and women often say that they can multitask better than men, or they can multitask and men can't do it at all. But as human beings, none of us can do it. We're all totally rubbish at it. And what I want to get over is that in our 21st century living, we are always on phones. So even if you're watching the television, you're actually got half an eye on Facebook. You go for a walk and maybe you're listening to music, you're catching up with emails. If you're sat at a computer doing some work, you can't help but wonder what that notification is that's just popped up on your screen, and it diverts you away from the task at hand. Now, it is so tempting, I know, because I am so tempted to just have a quick look as to see what's going on, and then I'm replying to that email, or I'm writing down something that has nothing to do with what I'm actually doing. So what does this do? It really harms the brain. It harms the cognitive centres even. You lose grey matter. So if you're constantly flitting about from job to job and constantly having your attention diverted, you're losing grey matter. So you're literally losing the ability to think straight. The second thing is, it obviously slows you down. You think you're doing lots of things really well. And you think you're getting loads done, but studies have shown that actually what's happening is that you're doing everything a little bit more slowly and a little bit more ineffectively, and usually the jobs are done in a pretty kind of half-assed way. So it's not that great for switching around and getting jobs done. It's better to chunk things into their kind of the topic. So if you reply to all your emails and then you do some other work that you need to do, and you just keep on task and you switch far less than flitting about. But if you are a multitasker, did you know your memory's also suffering? And that's short term and long term. So with each little interruption, have you ever found that you've been concentrating on something and somebody's walked in and had a conversation with you and asked you a question, and you've completely lost the thread of what you were trying to do? And that's just one tiny example, but we're actually kind of forcing ourselves into doing that voluntarily all the time. Multitasking causes stress. It's been found at the University of California that student volunteers who were allowed access to their email while they were working had much higher heart rates and felt more stressed than those that were denied access to their email. So it's actually causing stress. And sometimes when you have that notification come up that you've got a new email or there's something new on Facebook, then you divert your attention, you lose the ability to prioritise what is actually important, what needs getting done first. And the last thing that I want to talk about, and there are a multitude of things for multitasking, but the last one that I want to talk about is the fact that the more you multitask, it's like anything, the better you get at it, and the more of a habit it becomes. So it becomes more and more difficult to break that habit and stop doing it. And it means that you lose completely that ability to decide what is the next task that I need to do and I need to concentrate on. You can't choose. Suddenly looking at something that's on Facebook that's completely trivial is just as important as replying to an email from your boss. So it's great, isn't it, I think, to have a hobby or a pastime that is superbly monotasking, something like horse riding or skiing, because whilst you're doing that, you can't think of much else, because if you do, you're going to put yourself in a bit of trouble. So practice turning off the notifications, ignoring them, not being tempted by them, and practice a hobby or a skill or something that will take your mind off even wanting to bother with all the other little bits and pieces that come up on your phone and your devices. Okay, so I will see you again soon. See how little multitasking you can do this week, and I will be in touch very soon. Take care for now. Bye.